Stay a while and listen.
What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you an awesome build of the Frenzy Barbarian. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a Frenzy Barbarian build, but actually the first build I think that I've ever done on YouTube was a Frenzy Barbarian build. So I think a lot of you guys probably just forgot about that. But I wanted to just do another video about it and just show you guys more about the build and just update a few things that I think should be changed and could be better. So make sure you guys subscribe if you want to keep up with Diablo 2 content, and let's get into this build. Now, there's many different types of ways you could go about this build. You could use axes or swords or whatever. I mean, just like, you know, so many different builds and different things in Diablo 2. It's all your personal preference, and you know, a lot of things it really has to go into detail, and you really have to really do all the mathematics and all that stuff to really make a decision on what you want to do. But as far as this build goes, I mean, I really like using swords, and you know, phase blades attack really fast. But I'm just going to go over the skills and the items with you guys right now. So as far as this build goes, as the way I have it set up right now, I'm doing the most damage that I can possibly do on the Frenzy Barbarian. I don't put too many points in the battle orders just so I can do more damage. So with this build, I put 20 points in the Frenzy, 20 points in the double swing to get that synergy for Frenzy, 1 point into Berserk, and this is in case you run into a physical immune and then you can kill it, since Berserk does magic damage. And then I put 1 point into natural resistance, 1 point increased speed, 20 points in the sword mastery, and then 20 points in the taunt to give some more damage to Frenzy for the synergy, and 1 point battle orders, 1 point battle command. And you could just put the rest of your points in the battle orders. And one of the good things about this build specifically, just like a Blizzard sorceress or something like that, like every level that you get like counts towards your character. Like, it's not like once you hit level 90 you've already maxed out all of your skills that you need and everything. This is one of those builds where even once you hit 99 there's still extra points that you could put into things. So it's a really good build to get the you know, as much potential out of it as you possibly can. And then one more thing, guys. So the reason why I put only 1 point in the battle orders is because I want to do as much damage as possible. And when I have my battle orders up, I actually have about 4k health. And with this build, I'm going to be casting life tap constantly. So, I mean, the survivability is really good on this character, even with only putting 1 point in the battle orders. So, and as far as my items go, I really like phase blades. Phase blades attack extremely fast. I like the way they look, and overall it's just my personal preference for a Frenzy Barbarian. So I'm using Last Wish, and Last Wish is really freaking nice. I don't know why so many people say Last Wish sucks. I mean, there is no denying that Last Wish is one of the best melee items in the game. I mean, you can get a level 11 fade, gives you a ton of resistance, a ton of physical defense, you get a life tap, a might aura, huge enhanced damage, 70% crushing blow, dude. Like, crushing blow is like a melee character's like dream. That's like what you want from your character. And to get 70% crushing blow and then some magic fine prevent, I mean, Last Wish is just insane, man. Awesome weapon. So, and then I'm using Grief on my other weapon, and Grief is one of the highest damage dealing weapons or rune words in the game. It doesn't show on the character screen, so it throws a lot of people off, but it's definitely one of the best items in the game. You know, it gives a huge damage boost, increased speed, deadly strike. It's just all around a really good weapon. And I'm using Fortitude for my armor, Ariet's face, and I put a chain rune into it so I can get that cannot be frozen stat right there, so I'm not running around all slow and attacking super slow. We all hate that. And I'm using Angelic Amulet. Then I'm using a Stone of Jordan Ring, and the reason why I'm using a Stone of Jordan Ring is because, you know, I kind of run out of mana a little bit on this character. The extra ring isn't going to make or break the build. You could use like a Bolcathos or a Ravenfrost, but, you know, I don't really need the Ravenfrost because I'm using the Angelic Ring, and I have a 95% chance to hit monsters, so it's really nice. I could upgrade the attack rating a little bit if I wanted to by using another Angelic Ring, because when you go up against like bosses and the Uber Diablo or something like that, your attack rating is going to drop compared to just fighting some random skeleton out in the battle. So, and I'm using Laying of Hands. Laying of Hands is definitely one of the best gloves for melee characters in the game. It gives 20 increased attack speed and the ridiculous 350% damage to demons on some gloves, man. I mean, that is just absolutely insane, dude. So then on Switch, I have 2 Heart of the Oaks, and that's so I can teleport around and cast really fast. I don't have that extra Enigma on me right now, but I really like using Heart of the Oak, and then you can cast your battle orders really quickly. And then for my belt, I'm using String of Ears. String of Ears is one of my favorite belts to use. Dungo's is a little bit more expensive, but getting your hands on the String of Ears is really common within the Diablo 2 economy. So I really like going with String of Ears, and it definitely saves some, saves some items or trading currency or whatever, or forum gold or whatever you guys want to call it. String of Ears is a really good choice in my opinion. I think it's really looked down upon in the community, and it's just an awesome belt, man. It's really cheap, 8% life stolen per hit. Damage reduced by 15%. It's just a really good belt, especially for its level 29. So then I'm using Gore Rider boots, all Warcry skill, Grand Charms, Geed's Charm, the Ani, the Torch. And as far as my Mercenary goes, I'm using a Act 1 Mercenary with Faith. That's so I can get some more attack rating or attack speed there and a little bit more damage. And she's using Fortitude and Andariel's helmet with a Rao rune in it, because Andariel's gives a like 40 negative fire resistance. So it's really common to put a Rao rune into your Andariel's helmet. Alright, so let's set the players to 8 here, and I'm going to show you guys how well this build works. Usually every time I go to do a video, the World Stone Keep has some souls or something in it. So I'm thinking that's going to happen, but hopefully not. So you're not going to be doing a whole lot of AoE damage, like area effect damage, where you're going to, like you're a hammered in or a sorceress, but you're going to be doing a lot of single target damage, and you're going to have really good survivability. And it's really nice to run around really fast, because Frenzy gives you a huge run walk speed boost, so it's pretty cool to run around really fast. So as you guys can see, I mean, this build just destroys, man. Seeing like all these guys blowing up on me. You know, it's not like I'm dying really fast and then I'm gonna get that life tap off like right away just to get that life back. But like I was saying, I mean, 1 point in the battle orders isn't gonna make your build completely horrible or anything, you know. So a lot of Barbarian builds, almost every single Barbarian build I've ever seen or done, almost everyone puts 20 points in the battle orders, but it's not always, you know, it's not always necessary, you know. So here's some physical immunes here. So if you run in, I'm not going to kill them all, but if you do run into them, like I said, you could use Berserk and then just take them out real quick. But then one of the bad things about that is, as you can see, you're only doing you're only swinging once. You're not swinging both of your weapons at the same time, so you're not really going to be able to get that life tap off like I did right there. You could see how my health just boosted up so quickly. This would probably be a really good build for hardcore. Since the survivability is so good, you could go ahead and put 20 points in the battle orders and then have life tap and all that, and you would do really good as far as survivability goes. I mean, you're getting that life tap off all the time, you're doing decent damage, so I could imagine that this would be a really good PVM build for hardcore. I'm not too sure if we could beat Diablo clone. We could actually test that right now. Since I'm playing Pluggy, you only need to have 1 Stone of Jordan to spawn the Diablo clone. So we could go ahead and do that real quick and just see how well this build works with Diablo clone. I've never really, I don't think I've ever tried it with a Frenzy Barbarian, but we're gonna find out. I mean, I got a lot of crushing blow, so we'll be able to see how well that works. I'm gonna put another angelic ring on because I really think that my attack rating is gonna drop pretty bad since it's the Diablo clone. But let's see. Oh, you got these big dudes here. All right, well, let's see what we can do here. I'm just gonna leave my character on auto attack when I'm in what is it? When I'm in windowed mode, you can actually hold down your mouse button and then take your mouse off the screen while you're holding down like the attack button, and then you can just auto attack. See, I don't even have to use my hands or anything. Alright, so there we go. So it looks like the Frenzy Barbarian can take out Diablo clone. No problemo. 12, 12, 10 ani. Weird. Alright, so that's about it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this Frenzy Barbarian build. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to keep up with Diablo 2 content, and I will see you guys on my next video.